locked doors. My first job out of high school, I was 14 years old. My job was basically grounds crew maintenance. Cut a lot of grass in this subdivision. I'll do a quick drive through for you guys. Just to cut the grass. Grounds crew maintenance around here. It was a good job. So yeah, I bluffed my way into doing this job. Told the grounds crew manager that I could fix any sort of a tractor they had, and I could not. So I bluffed my way into a job. It was my first job. Made $2.50 an hour. I used to cut things like this triangle area here, and each of these have courtyards, so I used to cut all this grass here in the courtyards. So it's a good job. I did this for a couple of years. Some people that know me from high school definitely lived in locked doors. So alright, there you go. First job for Joe Harvey, cutting grass. A lot like this guy's doing right now. Alright, this Advanced Auto Parts is on Teutonia Avenue, just north of Silver Spring. In the 1980s, it was called Automotive and Aircraft Supply. I worked here about 4 years, delivering auto parts and machine shop work. So, good job. Alright, we're on Good Hope Road and Teutonia Avenue. This used to be Automobile Parts Warehouses, IBEW. And I worked here delivering auto parts, warehousing stuff for about 3 years, 2 or 3 years in the early 80s. We used to have lunch here at Pickmar restaurant across the street. Used to be a bar, Good Hope something bar, and then I lived right down the road there in those apartments down there. Walk to work, come back out, go to the bar, walk home, rinse and repeat. So that was a good job for a 20-year-old something. Alright, we're on 27th and Lisbon. This building here used to be Rampart Automotive. I worked here for several years rebuilding starters and alternators. Now they have a little grocery store here. But before it was Rampart Automotive, it was Jaeger Pontiac car dealer. And this was a bad neighborhood 22 years ago. I'm not real excited to be here right now, but I wanted to get this on video in case anybody is interested. Okay, this is Good Hope Mobile on 43rd and Good Hope Road. May 2021. I used to work here when it was the service bays were over in the front here. This has all been remodeled 20 some years ago. Used to be the guy that run out and pump and fill up your gas tank, check your oil, check your tires. I worked here for several years. I enjoyed it. I lived in the end apartment building over here, and I managed this building. It's a 24-unit building. I got free rent. I charged my roommate $100 a month to live with me. That was a pretty good deal. Alright, this is Farkas Automotive. Worked here changing tires for many years. It was a good job. Enjoyed it. Alright, so this is one of the places I worked. And before this was a Walgreens, it was a Kohl's food store. back in, I want to say, 1989, 1990, somewhere in there. I worked here when I was in my going to college. There you go. Alright, I'm at WJJA Channel 49, Racine, Wisconsin. I worked here in 1992, I think it was, somewhere in there. My whole job was every half an hour had to push a button to do the station ID. Ran for 30 seconds, push a button, oh, 30 seconds later. So I worked third shift 2 nights a week, Friday and Saturday night. And yeah, it was okay, boring as hell. So I don't think they are broadcasting television this year anymore. However, I think they are operating the cell tower site. So that was not here when I worked here all those years ago, 25 years or more. So WJJA, Racine, Wisconsin. Alright, Milwaukee PBS, Channel 10 and 36. This was my first job out of college in actually I was still in college when I got this job. At MATC, same building. So the TV station's up on the top floor there. You can see the I Heart PBS in the window. So I worked there for, I think, 10 years, part-time, out of college. And I left there to become self-employed. So this is a 2-for-1 stop, MATC, school, and PBS as a job. Alright, here we are, downtown Milwaukee on 8th Street. After I was hired at Channel 10 and 36, I was a member of the IBEW 715 union. And through the union, I was able to get to do some Packer games. I did my first Packer game in 1993, and I did my last Packer game in 2019. So 25 years, or 25 games I did. Well, 2020, obviously, we didn't do any games, and I'm not going to do any more. So I enjoyed working for IBEW and the Packers. I was also able to work at Miller Park during the 2002 All-Star Game through IBEW. And my whole job was to hold the cable for the cameraman during the introduction. And that was it for the whole game. It was awesome. Alright, this is where Data Maintenance Incorporated was located. They were in the second door on the left. And I worked here for, I think, 6 years. At the same time, I worked for Channel 10 and 36 and IBEW. That was a part-time job. This was my full-time job. Doing computer repair. The guy hired me, and he needed somebody to do PC repair, so I said, yeah, let's go for it. I wanted to get out of that pack. So, Rampart I was working at. So I really enjoyed working here. Had a lot of good memories working here. After working for Data Maintenance, I moved up to Ripon and worked here. This used to be Ripon Medical Center, RMC. Ripon Medical Center built a new hospital a mile down the road, and they tore down a big portion of it over here and made the original buildings here into apartments. If you look way at the top over here, boop, 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 a large population of Ripon were birthed in that area of the hospital. My area was downstairs on this end of the building. So I was their IT director for a little while. And what happened is I was a subcontractor for 2 years and then became an employee. They said, Joe, we'll hire you for the same take-home salary as DMI, data maintenance, but you only have to work 20 hours a week. So I said yes, and that's when Ripon Technology was born, and I'll tell you about that. In 2006, I left Ripon Medical Center to open my store. This is video from the grand opening of my store in 2006, making me completely self-employed. It was a pretty good deal working for Ripon Medical Center and doing Ripon Technology part-time. Ripon Technology started in 2000 when I was hired at Ripon Medical Center. Since I was only working there for 20 hours a week, I figure I may as well start my own computer business. Well, that computer business took off pretty good, and I had 5 employees working for me at the time, and it was time to leave the hospital. So I opened the store, and the rest is history. It's what I'm doing to this day as of August of 2021. I hope you enjoyed the journey through my work history. Have a good day. Bye-bye.